Hello guys, this is Rafael speaking. We are hosting Dr. Viba from the University of Arkansas here at the Thunder Farm, and we're going to talk a little bit about agroecology and how we try to perform sustainable agriculture here at Minas Gerais in Brazil. This is the Thunder Farm, Sítio Trovão in Portuguese language, and as you can see we have a Moringa field on the top side. Moringa is original from India and it's nowadays a pan-tropical occurrence tree. So all of the tropical countries have some excess of Moringa trees, and we grow it intercropped with turmeric and beans. And so come on. So we have this small acreage farm divided in 3 places. The first one is the top side where we grow Moringa trees with beans and turmeric. The second one would be the greenhouse over there. And the third one is the agroforestry itself, where we put together like 100 of species maybe. And we're gonna walk in all of these species, but here at the farmhouse we are building this industrial structure so we can dehydrate our fruits and leaves, and so we can produce tea, leaf powder, and dried fruits. So we can save some time, get some shelf life in our products, and spread our trademark away. So this is the plan.
Feel free to ask something.
So you have a particular machine for dehydrating?
Yes, this is in final stage of construction, but I will show you this at the end of our walk. But this front side is where we wash the vegetables and pack them to our clients, the fresh ones.
Yeah.
The ones that I want to process goes to the little window on the right side, and then we wash them again with vitamin C to gain shelf life.
Okay.
And we are building a dehydration set that works on renewable energy. So we got a wood stove and a biodigester that fulfill the energy for our dehydrator. And afterwards we can crush them into leaf powder or not if we are selling the tea. And then we pack them, put our brand and the shelf life and all of the information, so we can sell it all over the Brazil. This is another type of moringa, the Moringa stenopetala. Moringa is a monogeneric family, so it's a family of plants that got just one gender, which is Moringa. The most popular one is Moringa oleifera, a multiple usage tree. And this one is the Moringa stenopetala that grows like a baobab. That tree over there is a baobab. So
It's an African tree?
it's an African tree, and it grows really fast and got a very
Big
large,
trunk.
big wood.
Yeah.
Like everybody hugs.
Yes.
I
Like a
heard there's
bottle
a
tree.
bar.
Yeah.
There's a bar in Africa inside a tree of this.
Oh wow.
Really?
Yes,
So
really.
big.
So let's go over there so we can see the beds and how agroecology is actually made around here. So when you think about permaculture and agroecology, you have to use the spaces with a lot of extracts. I'm talking about high extracts.
Yes.
So we need to put together plants that grows really fast with other ones that produces a lot of water. And the best way for us to do that is to build like 3 or 4 beds and then a line of fruits in between them.
Are you using the natural soil or you are bringing some special soil on top of the...
We build the bed with the natural soil, but we cover them with compost and some sawdust. We
Okay.
use Moringa Sawdust on the top of the bed.
Oh wow.
So
This is Moringa
this here
Sawdust.
is compost with Moringa Sawdust.
Yes.
So when we prune Moringa, we lose nothing. So we harvest the leaves and we crush the wood into the sawdust and we cover the beds
Yes.
with Moringa Sawdust over compost. So
And Moringa Sawdust has some special nutritional value, or is it just for the...
it's more for the structure
Okay.
because it's actually high in cellulose,
Yeah.
so it takes a lot of time to degrade, and that's what we want. We want the soil to be covered
Right. Yeah.
like a blanket.
Yeah.
And the sawdust, this one was made at the winter, like 4 or 5 months ago, and it's still here.
Yeah.
And that's why we use sawdust to cover the compost. There's no
Kind of prevent
nutritional
the-
value. but
Kind
it's
of prevent
structural.
soil erosion.
Yes, perfectly.
Yeah.
So at this time of the year, we have strong rains, heavy rains. Maybe in a couple of days you can see
Yeah.
25 to 30 millimeters, which means
Yeah.
30 liters in a square meter.
Mm.
Which is a lot. If I don't cover the beds,
It'll
it
just wash
will
away.
Yes.
flush away. Exactly. But as we cover this with a lot of compost, we are able to harvest and plant again without doing nothing, without fertilize again. So that's the beauty of this way of crop. So we just harvest some cauliflowers here, and we are planning to plant kale. We have a type of garlic over there. This is okra with I forgot,
Cabbage?
cabbage. Exactly, purple cabbage.
Yes.
And this is
Brinjal? Eggplant?
I don't know if you ever saw this fruit before, this legume, but this is called scarlet eggplant.
Oh yeah, I think I've
Yeah,
never
but-
seen it. It looks like eggplant, but it's not.
Yeah, it tastes different. It's actually very common in our region.
Yeah, but it's young one. Needs to take more
Maybe-
time. To
Does it
be ready
turn
to harvest.
purple later?
No,
No.
no.
It'll stay green.
Yeah, it's the green.
Today is our Csa Delivering Day, so our friend Gabriel, he just harvested this side of
Yeah.
the field. And then we have banana trees with blue turmeric as well.
Oh, right. Blue turmeric.
Blue turmeric. Let me see if I can shop one here.
Oh. Is that okay?
It's a special day for us. I don't mind losing some plants.
Maybe
But
you
maybe
can
it's
put
not
them back.
ready.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
maybe.
can put them back.
And it smells really good. It's
Yeah.
a little bit like ginger,
Smell it. It's good.
but it's
Blue
not
turmeric.
blue yet, I think.
Yeah, I think it's not.
It's
not
still
ready.
white, but it will become bluish in a couple of months.
What is the market for this? Like,
Well, not as big as the orange turmeric, which is very popular, but we are trying to make partnership with a guy who produces toothpaste,
yeah.
and they really like turmeric
is root.
in the toothpaste because of its properties, but they don't really like to use it because it's yellow, so it doesn't go well as a toothpaste. So we think the blue turmeric
just the
will be
yellow one.
perfect for this purpose.
I see.
This is bell pepper
Right.
and choy.
Choy. Oh.
People don't grow this in Brazil. I believe we are the only ones that do that.
Is that like bok choy?
Yes,
So it's very popular in China.
really. And it's purple over there too.
I don't know that, but bok choy I have heard being used in Asian cuisine quite a bit. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like
It's beautiful. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
it's like eaten like a salad or like
Salad.
like
Yes.
a salad.
You can make one.
you can cook them too.
You can make some to
Leaves.
try.
And eat.
I don't like it. Oh, I don't like
Don't
it.
tell
It's
the.
beet. The beet taste I don't like.
It's like very sharp.
So this is cassava,
Yeah, cassava.
cassava plants. Well, this here is a Brazilian kale. We call it the butter kale. It's really popular. People really like it. So we put 10 or 12 of these together, and we sell these at the farmers market.
Yeah.
Another line of banana trees. This is Gabriel,
Hello.
our chef.
Hi, Gabriel.
He's the one harvesting the okra and the scarlet eggplant. So,
So
it
this is
goes
ready
like
now
this.
to harvest. I will leave this here.
Yes, this will go to my mother. And the okra.
Yeah. Nice.
So the okra like eggplant and okra too both. That's very
It's like eggplant, but it's not.
They like to pickle this too.
Yeah.
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 In America they make they do it corn flour and then they deep fry it. So
Fried okra.
Yeah, fried. Everything is good fried.
we just make I don't know like
Curry. Just
curry sabzi,
shallow fry.
Shallow fry.
Okay.
Lot of
Just
stuff.
blazed.
Yeah, with the turmeric and turmeric is we put in everything we make.
Yeah.
But in Brazil, people really like them little, like this. They say it tastes better.
Oh, beautiful.
So vivid, isn't it?
Very rich in the health beneficial compounds.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good.
The stronger the color is,
Yeah.
the better,
I
right?
like it.
Arugula. Very good. Better than just lettuce. I like this. Let's taste it. Very good. I get the
Bell
flavor.
pepper.
Oh, beautiful.
Isn't it?
Eggplant.
Eggplant.
Very nice. Organic. That's the most
Organic.
important. It's not easy. I don't know much about it, but I think it's not easy to grow organic eggplant
No.
because
No,
they
it
are
isn't.
because they're so susceptible to insect.
Exactly.
So if you're growing it here, then I think that's an important activity and a challenging activity. You're doing very successfully.
Yeah, I would say
Congratulations
that.
on that.
I would say that we have been struggling with eggplants for a while, and there's an insect called little Brazilian insect because it's green and yellow. It looks like a ladybug, but ladybug is good and this one is bad. And
Ladybug's friend. And
Yeah.
this is what they do. It's called Diabrotica speciosa,
Yeah.
and it looks like a lot of little holes, and so the plant struggles to make photosynthesis,
Right.
and that's why we have some hard time with this insect and we were able to control it with neem
Neem.
as a directa indica.
Oh,
Another Indian plant.
another Indian plant of many applications.
Many applications.
Yeah.
It's
How
a
can say in
powerful
English?
insecticide.
Eggplant
Eggplant.
Eggplant.
or brinjal
Have in India?
Berinjela.
or aubergine.
Aubergine. In Brazil, berinjela.
Berinjela.
Brinjal.
So all of the plants.
That is, I have never seen
Abobrita
it.
brasileira.
The Brazilian
Pumpkin.
pumpkin.
Abobrita brasileira.
Half zucchini, half.
Do you made a
Yellow
hybrid
squash.
like what?
Is it natural or you made
It
something
is.
special?
No, it
Are you
is.
doing some plant breeding here? You are.
No, not yet.
This is very interesting. I've never seen it. Hey, take a picture of this.
Yes, I will.
Half zucchini, half
Zucchini, yeah, Brazilian zucchini.
Yellow pumpkin
Brazilian,
and
and half yellow squash.
yellow squash.
And
yeah.
and so huge. And you call it Brazilian pumpkin?
Yeah, it's called abobrinha brasileira.
It's a Brazilian zucchini.
It's a Brazilian
Beautiful. I just,
zucchini. It's a cousin of pumpkin.
yeah. So does it taste like zucchini?
Yes, exactly like zucchini. It's green.
You can
inside.
put there in the box.
In his box, yeah.
Just go to the CSA or maybe to the United
know.
States with
Be
you.
careful. Yeah, yeah. Let's do something more discussion on it.
Of course. So
When you see food being grown like this, with like nature being preserved, and lot of, it's not. You may say that the weeds are troublesome, but for me it's like coexistence of
exactly.
nature and the food production. I mean, it just, you feel so good about it.
That's great to
Yeah.
hear. Well, agroecology itself means to integrate agriculture with the nature.
The native ecology.
Yes.
And not destroy the native ecology to grow food, but to coexist and grow healthy and environment friendly.
Exactly. Well, we don't mind that a few bugs are taking our eggplants.
Yeah.
So we keep trying to find the balance between the plant population and the insect and fungi
Yeah.
and bacteria population around here.
Yeah.
So the first years of organic farming in this land was much harder than it is today. After 4 years of permaculture,
Yeah.
things became easier for us.
What kind of soil is here, like in terms of pH value of the soil? And
Well, we call it in Portuguese latossolo. That means clay-rich soil, and the pH on these soils are slightly acid, like
slightly acidic.
5 to 5.5,
Okay.
which is the kind of range the plant likes.
Yeah. 5.8.
5 point. We
Yeah.
try to keep it between 5 and 6.
Okay.
So when it goes too acid, we try to raise the pH with lime, and that's not what happens here too much because we don't use chemical fertilizers. So the acids from the chemical fertilizers, they really
That's what
acidificate the
brings it
soil.
down. Yeah.
But this is not a problem for us because we use a lot of compost.
Yeah.
So the
A lot of
soil,
organic matter,
yeah.
which is going to bring the pH value actually up rather than taking it down.
Well, actually, after we established this 5.5 of pH, the organic matter makes the soil resistant to changing the pH. So it's harder to raise or,
yeah. So a balance is reached.
yes.
That's good.
This one is called kumari, and this is the favorite of the birds.
Oh.
So we have to harvest green because when it goes red, the birds see from miles away and they come here and they let nothing to us.
Is it hot at this?
It is.
stage?
You
Very
can
hot?
taste if you want.
Is it very hot?
It's hot.
Let me try. Okay.
Don't
here you
take
go.
the
Just-
whole
No.
one.
Just a little bit, tiny bit. There is a after. It takes a few seconds to get the
want to
kick.
try?
it tastes good, right?
But it is not impossible type of.
No.
Yeah, you need some water ready with you. But yeah, it's good. It's
Okay.
a very different taste. Yeah,
Yeah, this is one of the favorites of Brazilians.
Don't try again.
I'm not gonna try again. There it goes.
She
Jalapeno?
really likes pepper. Actually,
I like
she's
pepper.
from
Yeah. Serrano.
almost jalapeno, but we call it malagueta,
Oh, okay.
and it's hot too.
Yeah.
Tastes like jalapeno, and Brazilians like these too.
There is a variety that is sold in American grocery store, and it's called Serrano.
Serrano.
And it's looking similar to that, but I'm sure it is not.
I think
Yeah.
this is a Mexican pepper.
Serrano is Mexican.
They call this the priest hat pepper.
Yeah.
And well, it's not hot,
not hot.
at all.
Oh.
This is Yasmin's favorite.
Yeah.
I love.
It has a very interesting
Zero
shape.
hot.
I have never seen this shape.
It's just
This is
tasty.
awesome.
But
Okay.
take one yellow or one.
You can taste
red.
one
Oh,
of these.
yeah, it's
You
yellow.
can taste
I
one of
can
these
see.
with no fear. It's
Really?
not.
No, it's just tasty. This is
I hope
just
this is not a prank on me.
No. Never thank
Yeah. You're right.
you. Trust me. This one is called banana pepper,
Banana pepper, yes.
and they like to pickle these too. It's not
Yes.
popular in Brazil yet. We hope to introduce this to
Mhm.
our
Want to
customers.
try?
But it tastes like bell pepper, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not very hot.
So in those beds is where we grow most of our leaves. So lettuce.
Can you tell me something about the ponds?
Yeah.
What is that like artificially constructed, or is it like water conservation practice?
Okay, so this was here when we rented the place, but there was no water.
Yeah.
We clean it, and our neighbor has a big pond
Over there.
over there, which is a little higher than here.
Yeah.
So we made the ducts
Yeah.
to bring the water with gravity.
Yeah.
And there's a small river coming in the side.
Okay.
So we collect the water from his pond, and the water goes to the first, second, and third pond, and then it goes back over there.
Mhm.
So we don't waste water here, and we treat the water before throwing them back to the...
But you use it for irrigation?
We use it for irrigation, and we raise a few tilapias at the first time. So this water is very important to us. All of the beds here, we put some dripping lines.
Yes.
And well, without water, it would be impossible for us to grow as many fruit as we are growing.
So the drip irrigation, it's always drip irrigation or rain. So water is coming from here.
The water comes from here. There's a pump between
Yes.
the first and the second pond,
Yes.
and which pumps the water to the house. There's a water box in beside the house,
Okay.
and the water comes from the water box to the beds with gravity.
Oh.
That's
So-
how we do.
So you don't have to use pump again when it comes here.
No, just once. And well, we are about to install a wind pump.
Okay.
So the goal for us is to combine renewable energy with organic farming.
Wow.
And of course, we are not 100% energy sufficient, but well, we plan to be in a few years. So
These are more lettuce.
lettuce and lettuce, that's the favorite of Brazilians. Some little moringa trees in the bed. A moringa tree can provide 20% of shade, and some plants like it.
So you purposefully put it here?
Yes,
Okay.
this was condensed moringa bed before, so we gave up of planting moringa too close to each other. But some of the moringa has a tuberous root, and even if we chop them, they will grow back. Some kales, lettuce, all kinds of lettuce over here actually. Some scarlet eggplants here too. We have cassava, sugar cane, and bananas with pumpkins here.
Yeah.
So we try to grow all kinds of pumpkins because the pumpkin grows a lot horizontally. So instead of cutting the grass every time, we try to use the pumpkin to cover the grass, so we don't have to mow the grass
That helps in kind of a cover, like a cover crop.
like a cover crop, like a green manure.
Yeah.
And well, this is the only piece of land we're not using right now. It's like resting for the next season.
And what is it?
We like to.
Is it like a forest? No.
No, it's like we like to leave aside with no cropping
Oh, this
for
is a
a
native.
while.
This is a native.
No, it's not native. It was a bed before, but we've decided to let the grass grow back, so we can raise the organic matter before raising new beds.
I got it.
But it's native from there, right?
Well,
In this area?
this grass is not native. This grass comes from Africa, and it's all over Brazil.
Now
It
it's
became it became a invasive plant.
invasive plant.
Yeah, it's weeds. It's like a
Like
kind of
weeds. Yeah.
But it's not native. Purple lettuce.
It has become native now.
Yeah, it
Yes,
became
yes,
native. Yeah. When you told me about the Chinese choy,
Bok choy. Yeah.
I think you were talking about this plant, right?
Tomatoes. You got tomatoes, very nice tomatoes.
No, I think the leaves are longer. Bok choy.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is they call it here in Brazil. They call it Chinese kale,
Another one?
and it's really good, but it's not a kale. No, well, I'm sorry. The Chinese kale is this, and they use it to make what do you say? The Chinese chicken, the frango xadrez.
Chest chicken.
Chicken.
Yeah,
Is there
well,
a
there's
seed of
a
chicken?
Chinese dish here.
Shoyu and peanuts.
Okay.
It's famous in Brazil. We call chest chicken.
Okay. Just chicken.
Yeah.
Not duck.
Not duck.
Okay.
You were saying about how hard it is to grow eggplants,
Yeah.
and actually all of the plants from Solanaceae family, they are hard to grow.
Yes.
And maybe the symbol of poison in agriculture would be tomato. Tomato is one of the plants that needs more pesticides to grow.
Yeah.
And we have some cherry tomato over there. The plants doesn't look good because it's the end of the cycle. We are going to the last harvest.
Yeah.
But the fruits are so tasty, so juicy, and we are really proud about this tomato plantation of ours. So, as I said, the plants are not looking good because it's the end of the cycle, but the tomatoes, they are
It's
looking
still there. Cherry tomato, yes. And I think,
Today we harvest
Yeah.
the.
We just harvest this
I
year.
think this
The
is what you were
fruits.
just eating.
Yes.
Yes.
But
It's
the red
and I can-
one is
I
there.
can do the taste
Of course,
testing.
you can.
Full of flavors.
Full of flavors. It's not easy to grow tomatoes. You have to
It's hot, yes.
keep tracking the leaf every week.
Yeah.
Oh, I like these. What, you have not talked about these. What are these?
These are
These are star
Yeah,
pepper?
Godet pepper.
Oh,
priest hat.
so they are like
Priest
star.
hat.
They are like they're
Actually, bishop hat.
Go de
pepper.
pepper.
Bishop's hat.
Yes,
No, no.
it's a kind
We
of-
have the regular
Very,
rosemary and the lemon rosemary.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
yes.
This one is the lemon,
Lemon.
and this one is the regular one.
You said grows like a weed, but
Yes.
yeah.
Lemon,
But
lemon,
we make
rosemary.
the-
Oh, they're not
what do you
listening.
call it? I don't know. Not salt, but something like salt.
Lemon rosemary.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that
Rosemary, is
before?
that?
Yeah. Lemon and the regular one.
Can it?
Yeah, yeah. See? Yeah, you can eat it. Yeah. We make chutney. We may eat it every day. Is rosemary?
Yeah, this
smells
is
so-
lime one.
Yeah.
This is the normal one.
Wow. This tastes like we call it ajwain. I don't know what you call it. She might know. I'm very bad with names. So
Yeah. I don't know which one.
there is a small flat seeds to eat, and they are all different types. Green, then black.
But which kind of seed?
I will ask you. I mean, I'm sure she knows. I'm too bad with these things.
Have you ever seen this?
Yes. Snow. I mean, I've seen it. I think I've seen it in Yosemite National Park.
Really?
Yeah. Because isn't it the one that survives the chilling and
They call it, in Brazil, they call it little fish
Vegan fish.
vegan fish?
or vegan fish, yeah.
You just eat the. meat?
They fried this
Uh-huh.
and it's supposed to taste like a fish.
Yeah, it's very fleshy. It's a vegan fish.
Vegan fish. They put flour and fry
Mhm.
it, and it's like a fish.
This is another pepper. This is the strongest one we have.
Ooh, I'm not gonna try that.
Don't try
Here,
it. This is a Brazilian native lemon. It's orange inside.
Wow.
Oh, really?
It's still green,
Yeah.
but
I can see that it is turning orange.
yeah, it's really
Yeah.
orange.
Yeah.
And
Really unique because when I
to make
tried Bali and
ceviche.
it was
Yeah.
it's the best one.
Yeah.
So they really like this. And this is the Japanese mint.
Japanese mint.
There's a medicine. You should taste one. It's strong
taste
and
one?
refreshing.
Diferente da outra lá, né? É diferente da outra.
It is. It's like mint.
It's
Eat this. This is Japanese mint, and it is.
There's a
full.
medicine that is actually a paste
Mhm.
that you put on
Yeah,
your chest.
Vicks.
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 So
Vicks
we
Vaporub.
sell this Vic Vaporub.
Yeah.
We sell this as Vic Vaporub.
Vicks pepper.
It's
And
smelling very much like
Mint.
the tablets we eat for the
yes.
That's Vicks
pulse and
pepper.
all. It's pretty much like
Exactly. Yeah.
So the plan is to put these together with the blue turmeric and make the best organic
Toothpaste,
toothpaste.
Oh, when you do that, I wanna use that.
Of course. So behind you there's a Thailand basil.
Oh, okay. This one.
And it smells a little different than regular
Mm-hmm.
basil.
Yeah. Let me see. It's different. This is more like traditional basil that people
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is good.
They call this the Saint grass.
Saint grass.
You have to crush it to feel the smell.
Yeah. what does this smell remind me of? A lot of, see, smell this? Kind of like if you have stuffy nose and you smell this, it can clear you
to
out.
clean your...
Yeah, sinus. Yeah.
Well, they call this 1,000 leaves,
Huh.
and it's good for headache and things like that.
Oh.
So people drink the tea. It doesn't taste is good. It's
For cramps,
very bitter,
Oh, okay. So it
but
has,
it's a medicinal
it
plant.
has a medicinal value. So you just take the green leaves and boil it?
We actually dry the leaves
Mm-hmm.
and consume it as.
But you can also make fresh leaves as well.
Okay. And then it gives you the same effect. So
Yes, yes.
if somebody's having stomach ache or something, it's
Yes.
a good thing to use.
Headache, cramps,
Yeah.
female cramps.
Yeah. Smell.
What is this baked fruit at the bottom of banana?
This is the
Banana
we call
heart?
Banana heart. It's part of the reserve of the banana plants.
Mm-hmm.
For the fruit, really, we need to
People
cut
cook this.
Yeah.
Some people. I've already heard some vegan recipes with that.
Oh, don't.
Well,
we
it's
should
important
do
Oh, okay.
to prune it
Uh-huh.
so this
They will grow more
yeah,
than this.
the end
Because
will
drain
grow.
the energy.
Distribution of starch should be there and not here.
One banana tree can put 20 liters of water into the air a day per day. So that's why they call
Banana is
banana as the birthplace of agroecology. Because if I have banana trees next to each other, I can make room to microorganisms in the ground. So even if I face a couple of months with no water, the ground will still be wet because of the banana trees. And if the ground is wet, the microorganisms will survive.
So they capture this water from air or from the ground?
From the ground and from the air, from both of them.
So they're not depleting the ground of water?
No, because the leaves of
Storage.
banana will be changing. So when a leaf die, it will return the water to the ground. But even when the leaf is alive, it will be exchanging water vapor with the air much more than any other plant here.
This is a new information for me.
Yeah. 20 liters a day, that sticks to my mind when I
that's like
heard
a
it.
bucket of water. Yeah.
So every agroecology farm, if it is
Should
a
have
tropical,
banana.
if it is a tropical
Yes.
climate.
I never saw here in Brazil an agroecology or permacultural land without banana
Banana
trees
trees.
putting like this. So this is very traditional when you talk about permaculture or agroecology or syntropic fields. Banana is something you cannot keep away of
Yeah.
this
It
sustainable
should be part of
farming.
your
Yes.
cultivation. Yeah.
And it tastes good as well.
yeah.
Friend, we call him Grandpa.
Hello.
Boa tarde.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We should talk Portuguese.
Yeah.
We should speak Portuguese so you can speak with him.
So do you say, vovô?
Vovô.
Vó.
Yes.
Maria.
Bom dia, vovô.
Maria, mais fácil.
And sometimes, well, he is the one that during the afternoon starts mopping the ground and goes like that and fixing everything.
Yeah.
So we call him Dona Maria as well.
Uh-huh.
It's just a prank, just a little
Yes.
joke we have.
don't think
Well, all of these constructions were actually built by the students, guided by my father. So my father comes here, he makes the projects, and the students come as interns to learn how to make these things.
Yeah.
So we never hired someone else to put this together for us. So the greenhouse, the chicken house, the warehouse.
No, they know.
Let's see how they eat. Let me take a picture.
Oh, guys, they know that.
They know. You can't see because everybody goes there.
I want to see how they are eating the pumpkin. Oh my goodness, I cannot see the pumpkin.
Yes, like that. They be crazy.
Oh god, that is interesting.
We have a little ornamental and succulents
Yeah.
site here. So we bring this to the farmers market, and of course we have some projects of our own. This is a Moringa bonsai plant
Yeah.
that I made in 2014. And this one is not for selling,
Yeah.
but we make arrangements with the succulents and we bring this to the farmers market. Maybe some people who really like to work with plants, they don't like to buy it ready to go. They like to
Buy
get
the small
the little
ones,
sprouts and then they make it together. But we grow herbs and peppers in ceramic baskets
So
like
cute.
this. This
Yeah,
is the
very cute.
this is the Habanero pepper. This
Oh, it's
is
very
very
hot.
strong
Very
and
hot,
it looks beautiful as a ornamental plant as well.
yeah. No, this is not bonsai. I don't think it is.
Habanero pepper. We are responsible for the composting site at the university. And we have partnerships with some food companies in the town. And so we provide compost to the university departments, and we bring something here to work in research in our beds. But the compost comes with a lot of plastic because people are not educated enough to set plastic a part of organic wastes. So then we select we make the triage and we select the compost and we put together lime and phosphate and humics, and then we're good to go. So
Looking really good.
it's really good.
Nice.
And some plants at the greenhouse we don't use soil at all. We use 100% of this, and you will see how the plants grow.
Yes.
So we raise the beds with bamboo and we fill it just with compost.
Is this radish?
This is radish,
Radish,
yes.
Yeah, I see that.
Round or straight?
I think round. Semi-round.
Não, a gente vende molinho. Sim, mesmo. Tititi.
And to do that, you have to use raised beds. When you use 100% compost, you use raised beds
Yes.
to keep it
Yes.
100% compost. Yeah.
And that's how we started to implement urban gardens at the town, because we started to show, as I'm showing you this right now, and people say, well, I want this in my place. Can you bring this to my place? And now we make projects of organic gardens to people. Even after the pandemic, this became more necessary to people. But this couple of beds here, they are a trial, an experiment we're making with moringa leaf extracts over arugula. So we are comparing two different methodologies of extraction, and we are also comparing the application at the root zone or over the leaves. So
Acts like a fertilizer,
Yeah.
a biofertilizer.
Yeah.
and a plant growth promoter.
Right.
Yes.
Well, we hope to see difference between
We always hope
treatments.
to see difference
Yeah.
between our traits,
Yes,
our
yeah.
treatments.
Most of the seedlings, like the most common ones, we don't produce it ourselves because it takes a lot of job, and we have a lot to do, and it's actually cheap to buy lettuce seedlings or beet seedlings
Right.
or kale seedlings.
Yeah.
But we always try to bring something new to our customers,
Yeah.
right? So we also buy seeds and we try to reproduce them
Right.
here. We collect seeds from trees. So those are fruit trees or
that
seed
strawberry?
trees. Where?
I
Yeah,
don't
we
know.
have
No,
strawberry.
this is not strawberry. This is the it's called Tabebuia brasiliensis, and this is a symbol of our region. It becomes a very big tree, and around August it turns yellow or white or purple or pink. So when you go up the hills and look to Lavras city, you can see a lot of yellow
Oh, yeah.
trees.
I think I've seen a photo of that in a presentation by.
That's for sure,
yeah.
because it's a symbol of
Yeah.
our. This is like the last thing I want to show you before we go inside.
Okay.
Because when you talk about agroecology, you are talking about sustainability. So sustainability is the key word.
Right.
And sustainability is about turning wastes into byproducts. And we are very proud to say that our waste production is not zero, but it's negative, because we do not produce wastes,
Right.
and we collect wastes from our neighbors.
Oh, wow.
So that's our plan,
That's
to
nice.
create a sustainable environment.
Right.
And our neighbor, he is a cattle producer. So he produces and sells milk, conventional.
Yeah.
And he got cornfields and cows, just that. And he doesn't use his manure. So the cow manure goes to the river. It's so bad for the environment.
Right.
So we made an arrangement with him in which we clean his place in
Big one.
exchange of the manure. So this big container here to collect his manure, and once we bring it here, we can go to two pets. The first one is worm casting. So that little house over there is for raising worms. So we have humic acids to add in our compost. But when you see the succulents here,
Yeah.
you are also you are actually looking at a biodigester. This is a small biodigester with an upside down water box. So we collect his manure, the green manure, we put here with water, and the water box, the blue water box, is upside down to retain the biogas. So the succulents are there to make weight, to compress this biogas, and this biogas is what we use to dry our leaves
Oh, wow.
to produce our tea.
This is amazing. And what is, I mean, maybe it's a naive comment or question, but I was going to ask, it doesn't smell bad here,
It doesn't.
even though you have so much manure and that too in water.
That's because of a little water
On the top, acting as
filter
a,
that we
yeah.
have on the top.
right.
The gas is filtered here before going to the station, so that's why it doesn't smell.
This looks like a design that you should patent.
Yes, I mean, this should be a public policy, I
Yeah,
believe.
yeah.
So we always take some time to show this to people because we believe this is important to, as an economy, to save money from the energy company.
Right.
But it's necessary to treat your manure. So we are in a very productive region of coffee and milk, and well, they should be obligated to do that.
Right.
But it's really rare to see, you know.
And how do you? So you have to lift the whole upper part to put more manure there?
No, there's a discharge over there.
Oh.
So we come with the manure here. We put this here, and we leave a hole with water, and then we take off this bottle,
Yeah.
and then the whole thing goes over there.
Okay, so it's
And that's when it
It's a
lifts
inlet.
the water box.
This is the fun. Thank you so much for this very interesting
interesting too.
tour of the farm and very impressive practice of growing many different vegetables, fruits with so much care for environment and so much care for the native preservation of the native species as well as low energy and negative waste. I mean that's that's great. That's really remarkable. Remarkable job. Very impressed.
Thank you very much. I'm so glad to have you here. And well, this is an ongoing project. We are not 100% ready, but I think it's the future of agriculture. The things we are doing here doesn't have to be made in small scale. You can do it in a place 10 times bigger than this. But our goal is to establish a showroom to inspire people to do the same.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're not looking for competition. We are actually looking for partners
Yeah.
that want to do that anywhere else. So if you are looking at this video from India or wherever, please, talk to us and ask for help if you want to do the same in your property. Right?
Everybody needs a stewardship, if I can use that term, for agroecology, and it's not easy.
It's not easy.
It's not easy. I can
It's
see
simple, but it's not easy.
that. No, it's a lot of hard work, but there has to be some passion into it,
Yes.
so that you can do it in the right way. And if you do it in the right way and you see the outcome, it warms your heart. You feel so good about it, and
That's
I think
true.
that's very rewarding. So,
That's true.
so I think Raphael is the steward of agroecology.
Thank you.
I don't know. I have too many things in my hands, but let's give him a big hand too. Raphael.
Thank you.
Very good.
To all of us.